Good afternoon. My name is Chaitanya. Today I'll explain about my project. This is my project Employee Leave Management System. Today I'll present live which I deployed on AWS. You will see all full code operations and validation and DevOps pipeline and security quality tools integrated in CI/CD. Step 2, domain and the motivation. Domain, which is related to the IT side, and the motivation to build this application. Many organizations still use manual separate sheet based on the leave management system with causes of errors. My solution is cloud-based system with automation for CI/CD and role-based access for technology stack and architecture. My backend is built using a Spring Boot, Java, and a front end is React application deployed on AWS using EC2 for a backend, S3 for front end, and RDS for database. CI/CD implemented using GitHub Actions with multiple security tools, Trint and Spotbug. Slide 4, Ethic Operations and Key Features. My system is used 6 main tables in AWS RDS with proper relation. It supports full code operations and it also shows in dashboards forecast. CI/CD pipeline and security analysis. For CI, I use JDK 17, Unitest Jaco 43%, Spotbug, Findbug, MTM checklist, which are all the security analysis. And for uploading artifact, I used FSCAN, 3V FSCAN. CD, I used EC2 instance where I injected my SSH private key. For a front end also, I used Node.js 18th version and Slint for the React plugin, npm audit 3v and artifact. CD, I used S3 bucket. Now I'll explain about my. So this is my front end user. So now I log in into admin. So once I log in, it shows all the detail explain about my app, like which how many employees are there and the approvals, requests, everything. So once I go to down and press on the apply, it shows all employer details. Now I'll create a new employer. First, let me show the input validation by trying submitting an empty form. It will not take because I need to keep a correct validation data. So first I will select a user demo 11 and I'll select a gender male and as a QA engineering and the Dublin. I have created. Employer created successful. Now I can delete this employer or edit. First I will show the edit operation. Instead of QA, I will just use a junior and also I will edit the update. So now I updated employer updated successful and now I can delete this operation also. This is a full code operation with validation data and department. Department page list of the 5 departments which can be edit, delete, and a new one can be added. Leave type. Leave type shows all the 5 types with days per and carry forward together. And leave request. Leave request list the employer type, database, reason, status, states, and like approval or rejected. Manager and admin have full access. Forecast, which is represent a graphical way and is also predict the leave volume of next 3 months. Now I'll perform a CI/CD pipeline. So first I will log out this. You can see the my UI page is welcome user. Now I'll perform a CI/CD pipeline, then it will change it. So I opened my VS Code and this I will add a back user and then I will save this and I will add git add dot git commit hyphen m login page added. Enter git push. So when I trigger the git push, it automatically triggers my CI/CD pipeline. See, automatically triggers my CI/CD pipeline. See, it starts a continuous integration. So once the continuous integration starts, it automatically build my application where I used Node.js and it also installed the dependencies by running command nci and it also use a Slint, and for a build products a build is also used, and npm alt, and for security scanning also 3v also used. So once everything is done, it automatically deployed on my S3 bucket. Once CI is finished, it automatically deploy on my S3 bucket. So once next, meanwhile, I will explain CD also. So once the CI is completed, see the download build artifact configuration AWS service, which I have been kept in my uh, GitHub. So once it's done, the CI/CD process has been done, and now I'll show my backend also. This is my backend where I recently deployed. I did one change. So same as for my backend also, it takes for backend I used JDK, and for compiler and the run test everything as a not similar, but I used a Maven here for CD, which is used to perform an action in my EC2 instance. So now I'll go quickly to my VS Code and open my backend CI/CD pipeline and explain. So if this is my backend CI/CD pipeline where used whenever the push or a pull, it automatically triggers, and CI build, test, deploy. This is my entire CI/CD pipeline for my backend, which is used Maven and npm Maven, and also I used to statistic analysis also. After this is my front end CI/CD pipeline. This front end workflow sets up Node.js 18 CI runs Slint and vbuild and npm audit and 3v cd and s3 static, where I used s3 bucket as a static. Now let us move to the security finding fixes. So first of all, I need to leave request.java. First, I need to go to this file, and also so leave request is a checking style, identifying the code standard issues which I fixed, improving the code structure. Next, I need to search the file register request.js. So in this PMD identify missing input validation, which I fixed by adding a correct validation. And next one, global explanation handle. This is used to spot bug identifying existing handle issues, which I fixed using a global expiration and return safe response. So this is a static, uh, and next I use vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities security. So in these 3V identify input validation vulnerabilities, which I fixed using a validation. 3V identify the password security issues, which are fixed using break-keep hashing. And 3V identifying access control issues, which are fixed in GWK authentication. So GWK authentication, in this security configuration file where are authentication, security and configuration, 3V identify the password security using which I fixed using crypting and password. This is a static and the vulnerabilities. Now conclusion. So before saying a conclusion, I will see whether my application got reflected or not. So there is a welcome user here. It shows welcome back. That means my CI/CD has been successful. Conclusion. So to conclude, this project demonstrate completely leave management system, which are DevOps CI/CD pipeline, which is fully automated, where I used different tools to keep safe my application, and also fully automated, and there is an include security validation and automation features. In the future, I would improve the with Docker HTTPS and better test coverage. So this is about my project. Thank you for giving this opportunity.